When you're trading cryptocurrency, there is part of learning how to trade cryptocurrency that has nothing to do with skill at all and has everything to do with how you think, which is also called your mindset. It's psychology. People who have worked on themselves, people who have worked on their self-growth. And even if you're interested in psychology, you could actually become a really good trader. And once you get there, you could tell who would be a really good trader and who wouldn't be. The person that wouldn't be, it's not that they never can learn to be a good trader, but they're just not right now. And you could teach them every single skill set in the world, but if they're the type of person that freaks out for no reason, right, and someone leaves a lemon on the table and they freak out, break the toaster. If that's you, you might have to work on your patience for a minute or two. Patience is something that you really, really need in cryptocurrency. I personally recommend that you learn to meditate even 1 minute a day. Everybody has 1 minute. People are freaking out around you. Put on your earphones and meditate for a minute. Put on soft music. Meditate for 1 minute. Train your mind. This is your most important tool right here. Part of being a good trader is that you really have to work on your mind. You have to work on your emotions. You have to go against your emotions. You have to look at things more logically. Your emotions want you to do this. FOMO, for example, fear of missing out. You're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, freaking out. The price is going up, 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 up. The price is at the top. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, the price is at the top. I have to buy it now. No, the time to buy it was on my signal 3 days ago. The time is not buying it now when it's at the top. Now's the time to sell. Okay, and the people who understand this, they become really good traders. New people, they come into the market and they're like,
oh my God, it's going up like crazy. I'm going to buy at the very top.
I trained a few traders in person and that literally happened. One girl, I told her not to buy at the top, but she still bought at the top. And I'm like, what happened? And she just said, oh, it just looked really good. I just bought it. I just didn't think. So you know what to do, but you still let your emotions get the best of you. And that's why you have to really retrain your mind. You need to meditate. It comes with practice. You think something's the right thing to do. And then instead of acting on it right away, you think, wait, talk to yourself. Self. What are the rules? That's why I say take the rules in the class, in the 2% theory class, put it on Post-it notes, put it in front of your computer. So you're like, right, does it match this criteria? Does it match this criteria? Does it match this criteria? And this one. If everything aligns, you're not going to be freaking out because you have no instructions, you have no strategy, you have no nothing. You need something. You need a strategy and a plan to follow. So this is how you don't freak out and FOMO into a trade. Fear of missing out is FOMO. Same thing happened in the pandemic. Look how many people lost money in the pandemic. Millions and millions and millions and millions. In the signals from morning, we were shorting that. Why? Because we've mastered the emotion. Yeah, we were in a long. The last signal right before the pandemic, we were in a long. We were going for it. The Bitcoin halving was coming up. We were going long. We were going to make it. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I'm sure that Bitcoin would be way higher in price than it is right now. I made 1,200% that day on a crazy trade and took all the people in the signals with me. The last signal was a long. We were going for it. We were going to reach the sky with this. And then the pandemic changed everything. So most people have lost their money because they let their emotions get the best of it. They didn't work on their mindset. What we did is we thought logically, pandemic, panic, people are going to sell like crazy. New people to this space, they follow their emotions. So they're like, oh no, let's sell everything. Panic. Us? We're shorting this thing to the ground. We shorted ETH from over $200 to $80. At $80, it was flat. We was like, okay, cut your short here. We're done. Huge profit. Okay, and if anybody was caught up with their emotions, they just lost their money. And that's why we shorted. Every time there was a pump, we shorted. It came back up, got in again, shorted. Made money all the way down. Made money in the crash. Earned more and more and more Bitcoin. We friggin' killed it. It was awesome. And thinking like that and thinking quick like that, it comes with mastering your emotions. You really have to calm yourself. I could teach you how to trade crypto like a pro, but I can't sit there and do the meditations with you. It's 1 minute a day. You could do that on your own. I could tell you, hey guys, it's time to short, but it's up to you to actually click those buttons. And when you develop self-confidence in it, when you do it a bunch of times and you practice and you paper trade and you trade in a simulated environment, you start to build a lot of confidence in your trades, a lot of confidence in yourself. And as you win more and more, that's the time to trade. If you're not confident, you should be practicing, and you need to be doing that every day and building your self-discipline, building your consistency every day, like brushing your teeth. Some people that are really, really fit, they work out every day, because when you become obsessed with something, you become very, very good at something. So you have to realize that in a panic, everyone's going to panic. So when you're above it, you could think, okay, I can make money this way. When the market's going up, you could think, okay, I can make money that way too. But you need to do it at the beginning, not at the end. If at the end, it's too late. When the price is up here, you should be selling. New people are buying. We're selling. The price falls down, people sell. Did you know I don't listen to other people in my niche at all? I don't listen to other crypto traders on YouTube. I hate it. Most people literally have no idea how to trade. Most of those people never made $1 million in a day. I did. A lot of people I know did. I know it sounds ridiculous, but if you could double your money in a week, double your money in a day, when you have $1 million in crypto, it could double in a day. It's possible. A lot of people do it. It's just you're not listening to those people maybe. You're listening to people who have like $100-200 in their account. Or you're listening to kids who have barely any experience with it, but have a huge following. So you think, oh, they must be credible because they have a huge following. No, they haven't had enough time with it and their brains aren't developed yet. They might be smart, sure, but the brain is not developed yet. The brain doesn't get developed till later on in life. So there's still a lot to learn. Stop trying to shortcut everything and do it right. Learn everything properly. You need to learn to trade with no emotion. Trade like a robot. Don't get attached to your money. A lot of people get really, really attached to their money. If you're attached to your money, take it out. Oh, this is the money that I'm supposed to use on my trip to Vegas or whatever. Fine, then take that money out. Don't trade with that money. You need to have it in you to be able to cut a trade if it's going the wrong way. Just like we cut at the pandemic. We're going along, we cut, we went short. And all of a sudden, a lot of us got really, really rich. And then Bitcoin was at 3,000. It went all the way up to 10,000 just 3 months later. Even doing nothing, just buying at the bottom, you could triple your money. But then at the bottom, when it was 3,000, people were saying all over YouTube,
it's going to 1,000. Freaking out.
Everyone's selling their Bitcoin. All these like big YouTubers are like, I've sold all my Bitcoin. Okay? I'm buying it all. So thank you for that. Thank you for selling it to me at such a cheap price. What did you do that for? You sold all your Bitcoin. Congratulations. And I'm just buying it up. Smart people are buying it up. People who have been through this psychology before and understand it. It's like people panic, other people will buy it cheaply. Blood in the streets. Buy up the cheap stuff. It's been happening for years in all the markets, not just the cryptocurrency market. In the housing market, the houses crash, the people with cash buy them up. The stock market crash, the people with cash buy it up. Bitcoin crashes, we're buying it up. And new people, they're selling because they're like,
It's over, we're done, I'm finished.
3 months later, triple your money. People are like,
Shit, I could have made a lot of money and I didn't.
It comes with time. You'll learn, you live and learn. With experience, you get better. But you need to learn on controlling your emotions. What you learn, you need to write down because you need to start applying what you're learning. Application and implementation is the hardest thing for most people. For businesses, people have all these good ideas, but to implement it, might be a bit harder, isn't it? Same with trading. You know what you're supposed to do, but at the beginning, do you do it? Probably not. And that's why you should be trading in a simulated environment until you get it. Until you have a whole bunch of trades in a row. You need to be winning a lot of trades on paper before you're actually winning trades in real life. Real life means real money, but money's not real, you see. Money is just pixels on a screen. It's not real. When you go to the bank and you get out a loan, do you think that the bank has that money in the bank and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll loan you that money that we have? No, they don't even have it in the bank. It's just the banker just writes it down for you. Okay, now you owe us this, but does that money exist? No, it doesn't. When you start understanding all this stuff, you could be really, really good. You'll understand that you can make money out of thin air. You'll understand that crypto trading is the easiest way to do it. And you're going to learn to master your emotions as you go. Keep working on yourself. Skills are skills, emotions are emotions, psychology is psychology. It has nothing to do with the law of attraction or wishing your way into a certain way. It has everything to do with discipline and practice. So you need to start thinking positively about everything and start thinking so negatively about everything, especially crypto. I see it all the time in my DMs and I see it all the time in my comments and the things that people say.
Oh, crypto is a playground for scammers.
Yeah, but don't get involved. Know how to spot a scam and don't get involved. So simple.
Or if they say, oh, this platform's rigged or that platform's rigged.
Really? People say that, well, $9 billion get traded every day on certain platforms. And those are the platforms you say, oh, it's rigged because you lost money in the pandemic. It's rigged. Not everybody lost money in the pandemic. Stop thinking so negatively. Work with what is there. Work with what exists right now. Things might be different in 10 years. This might not exist in 10 years. I'm pretty sure it will, but it might not. And it definitely wasn't like it was in 2017. In 2017, I was the only one for 3 months just preaching this stuff over and over. And then the big guys, the big influencers, the big accounts started copying my stuff. You know, Mr. I've been in crypto for 3 months, coming out with a crypto course. This is what big influencers do. And all the smaller creators know this. It's like all the smaller creators on YouTube, they'll come up with a good idea and then the bigger creators will copy their idea. And they're like, oh, they copied me. It's like, yeah, that's what big creators do. A lot of them don't come up with their own original content. But yeah, when you do something for a long time, you start to get a lot of experience with it. And then when you practice it and you do it every day and you do it constantly, you get better and better and better at it. There are YouTubers out there, you could look at their accounts, they haven't even started since like 2018, 2019. Look way back on my Instagram. Been there for years. So you need to be careful who you're listening to. My earliest course from 2017, I've been updating it. 2020 updates, you'll see them around. Some things changed, some things have not. Some designs have changed. My strategy changed. I always do 2% theory now. You have to get with the times. You have to change quick. And you have to be like that in your trading too. If the market's going one way and then it changes, you have to be able to change. Don't get attached. So when I hear one of the comments,
oh, Bitcoin has no value,
or whatever negative thinking, it's like, who cares? We're buying it at one price, we're selling it at another price. We're not attached to it. And if we're not attached, we could move, we could flow, we could cut, we could make a lot of money. Your money's there, but you're not attached to it. And that way you could make money, you could lose money, you act like a robot. You need to be a robot. All right, cool, my audio is dead. I'll see you in the next video.